and it's cloudy, which is it's a super thing actually. Here in the tropics, in the summer, nice and cool, but usually you can expect it to get up to around about 40 during the day. So an early start and a cloudy day is quite nice. So while I'm riding, I often mull things over. And the thing that I'm thinking about at the moment is Shimano and SRAM. There's often discussions about which is the best, and I can't tell you which is the best because I don't know. I expect they're both pretty much equally as good. Their gear change gear, and their brakes stop you. One thing I can tell you, from the point of view of an adventure cyclist or a bike packer, a global explorer on two wheels, is that one of the two stands head and shoulders above the other, and that is Shimano. And it's quite simple. Shimano is available wherever you go. You can get Shimano spares pretty much anywhere. Any reasonably sized town is going to have a bicycle shop. Every bicycle shop stocks Shimano components. The same is certainly not true for SRAM. And you're probably thinking, yeah, well, it's pretty straightforward. I just settle down somewhere, find a nice bar for a couple of days, drink some beer, whilst I get my SRAM components delivered from Chain Reaction or Wiggle or whoever you want. But hey, here comes another problem. SRAM seem to jealously guard the exporting of their components. I've played this game. You want to get SRAM stuff sent from Wiggle or Chain Reaction, they won't send it. As soon as you put your Asian address in there, they're not going to send it. I find it really quite disappointing that SRAM like to promote themselves. Hey, use our stuff on your gravel bike, use our stuff on your adventure bike. And the moment you go for an adventure on it, they're not going to help you. Come on, that's a really poor show. 2 or 3 years ago, I was running a tour in northeast Vietnam. Beautiful tour, by the way. Visit the website, paintedrose.com, check it out. Northeast Vietnam, absolutely exquisite, lovely. Anyway, so we were doing this tour in northeast Vietnam, and one of the chaps on the tour, he just had a spot of bad luck finding traction. Fell off twice actually, and on one occasion he broke his brake lever. It was a gravel bike with Shimano and STI levers. My colleague and chum in Vietnam, Phong, got on the phone to Hanoi, and we had a replacement lever sent up from Hanoi overnight, and we fitted it the next day. Job done. Had that have been the other fellow on a similar bike on the tour with SRAM Force 1, and that would have been the end of it. We would not have got SRAM Force 1 levers sent up overnight from Hanoi. So yeah, that's just one example. And then of course, if you're using flat handlebars, mountain bike stuff, you can just trundle into any shop and they are going to have replacement Shimano parts. Mind you, having said all that, do not lose heart. I used to have a colleague when I was an electrician, a super fella called Dougie. And Dougie smoked rolling tobacco. And for some strange reason, on every packet there was a little motto for travellers. And I always remember one. It said, "The heaviest luggage a traveller can carry is an empty purse." And I think there's an awful lot of truth in that. In other words, if you're a cyclist and you break your SRAM stuff, as long as your purse is not empty, worst case scenario is you just replace it all with SRAM. Oh. And if you're interested in travelling by bicycle, and if you like the idea of a Asian bicycle tour, we operate such tours, and you can find more information on them, full information on them, by going to paintedrose.com. If you've got any questions, send me an email. Sawadee Krap! If you've got any questions, send me an email via the website. Thanks very much for watching, and cheerio for now.